What's going on, my great smelling dudes? Let me turn this camera a little bit so we can get it straightened up. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day. Sorry it's been a while since I've been live. I'll talk about that in a second, obviously. But let me know what you're sending the day. Earlier today, I wore Business Over Pleasure by TLTG Reviews and Zaharoff. Very clean, fresh, lightly soaped. It's a super great fragrance. They're coming out with the Parfum later this year. Tonight, I am wearing this new fragrance that I just got in. One of the coolest bottles. If you guys have ever seen it, it's by Atelier d'Or. It's called Lune Feline. This is a vanilla ambery scent. It's a very similar scent to that of like Baby Cat, kinda, but then it does its own thing. But very, very beautiful. And then it has the gold flakes. It's one of the coolest bottles, and every bottle in this line has the gold flakes in it. Really hefty glass. And then they have the ones that are fresh that I got a couple of this year they're like a really nice blue with the gold flakes in it. Very, very beautiful. And then somehow this company called Biz Agent, which is like a survey site, they sent me my third Bleu de Chanel Lit exclusive. So I'm probably going to be doing a giveaway of that. I said I was going to be doing a giveaway possibly today, but I forgot about that until today. So I will be doing the giveaway next weekend, most likely, unless I decide to do it by the end of the live stream. But it will be the Bleu de Chanel Lit exclusive, most likely. Anyway, what's going on, Scott? My scent of the day is Angel Share on the Rocks, which is actually great. I was talking to Ross from TLTG on the phone earlier for like 2 hours. And we were talking about Angel Share on the Rocks. He hasn't tried it yet, but I did send it to him. That stuff is probably the best Angel Share yet. It has that freshness, similar to the freshness that you get from Stronger With You Freeze, but then it has that Angel Share DNA, a nice beautiful lemon up top. The dry down, so the opening makes you go, I don't know, but then after about 5 minutes, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, but hopefully you're having a great day, Scott. What's up, Kevin from Lakeland, Florida? Hopefully you're having a great day, buddy. Jason, what's going on, man? Scent of the day is Argos Fall of Phaeton. I've heard they had a bunch of new ones. I haven't personally picked them up because for me, Argos is a hard buy because a lot of the fragrances, I have tried probably 5, maybe 8, somewhere in between 5 and 8 of their fragrances. And every one of them besides one was like really heavy on the rose. So yeah, I think I tried more than 8 now that I'm thinking about it. But they're like really heavy on the rose or really heavy on the powder. So I know Christian over there, he likes his rose. So hey, it is what it is. What's up, Gion? Hopefully you're having a good day, buddy. Blaine, what's up? Scent of the day is Often on 9 p.m. A nice, lightly fresher take on Jean-Paul Gaultier's Ultra Mall. A little bit more fruity, a little bit less pear, but it's a good fragrance, absolutely. What up, Jeff? If you guys haven't followed Jeff over at SoCal Scents, make sure to do so. Hey, Newt. Hopefully I know you're not saying hi there, but hopefully you're having a good day. Scent of the day is Dior Toba Color. It's actually a really nice fragrance. A lot of people haven't tried that, and I tried it a couple years ago, and I really enjoyed it, but it's not for everybody. A little bit floral heavy, at least from what I remember. I do like Fève Délicieuse. That's a good one, too, from the Dior Private Blends. What's up, Kenneth? Scent of the day is Amouage King Blue. Scent of the night is Eterno by Simone and Jolie. I haven't tried either of those. Oh, wait, I have tried Amouage King Blue. I don't like Amouage. Everybody on my channel knows I have tried to like Amouage. I am going to get... So somebody sent me, when I first started my channel, like 10 Amouages. I like Beach Hut, but not enough to buy a bottle, even though I own a bottle. I don't like Reflection, which pretty much everybody says that everybody likes. I don't like Diaman. I don't like Journeyman. I don't like any of them. They all have this kind of church incense vibe to me. Royal Tobacco was my favorite from the brand, but even that's like real heavy, and it's a hard wear. That's why I would never buy a bottle. But I've heard that there are some new ones that I need to get my nose on that are in a different style bottle. It's like Amouage, it begins with a P, I think. But you guys would know what I mean. Somebody say it in the chat, because I know what you guys, you know what I mean. It's in a different bottle than all the ones I've already mentioned. And I've been wanting to get my hands on that as well as I think it might be Boundless or something. There's like a new one, and people are saying that one's good too. So I'm gonna get back into Amouage, but I'm just not gonna go with the regular line because the regular line I already know I don't like that church incense smell. What's up, Traffic? Hopefully you're having a good day, dude. I'm gonna, Son of Peace. What's up, man? Son of Peace, like Bond number 9. And he's wearing La Lique Linsami. I thought you were talking to somebody for a second, but then I was like, no, that's La Lique Linsami. Nice, good fragrance. What's the scent of the day? Oh, I already read that. I'm a little bit rusty on this, can't you tell? Oh, goodness. Look at that name. What's up, man? Kevin Fitzpatrick said, what's going on? What's up, Joey? Cologne by the House of PDM. Nice. The only one from the House of Parfums de Marly that I actually hate. That I don't like the cologne. It just has this kind of like blood spiciness to me. I don't know why it comes off like that. I know it's not a favorite across the community, so it's not just me. But I know the people that like it love it. So, hey, welcome to Moe's. What's up, man? Hawas Cobra. I have tried 0 of the new Hawasses, and apparently there's like another 2 that are coming out. And I have absolutely, now that they're going down the route of like being straight clones and sticking their head out and saying, yeah, we're a clone company now, I have no interest. Not that I don't have anything against clones, I just don't really feel like picking up 12 Hawas fragrances. Scent of the Day and Loving Spice Bomb Metallic Musk. It's a very good fragrance. I was the first one to get that in this year, like 3 months before people even heard of it. It was a crazy deal I got with Scent Rush. But I'm happy I did because it was definitely a great fragrance. It's almost like a cleaner, not necessarily fresher, but like a cleaner Spice Bomb original that's more musky and lightly metallic. But like not even really that metallic either. Kevin's wearing Suspiro Il Padrino is a love for me. That's one that I'm picking up this fall. Very good fragrance. Scent of the day is Eau d'Ombre Leather, kind of like their spin on Baby Cat. It's a nice fragrance. There's a lot of people doing that Baby Cat smell. Reflection is, I can't see the emoji. Trash. I think that's a trash can. Yeah, to me it smells like trash. Scent of the day is Mugler Stellar. Nice. Hopefully you're enjoying that. Randy, if you like booze, you can try Amouage Overture Woman. I'm okay. I do like booze, but I'll just stick with the fragrance that's coming in from Ross, the one with tequila. But I'm good. I'll stay away from Amouage Women's. I have 19 Amouages, my favorite house. Olibanum frankincense is my favorite note, though. See, there is where we disagree. I do like Olibanum. I also like frankincense. When done the style that I like, the way that they do it in there, it's too much and it smells like church incense to me. And so I used to go to church every single Sunday, and I still kind of do every once in a while, but and somebody just said the Amouages that I'm going to be picking up. I think it's Gian. But yeah, the way that they do it, it just reminds me of going to church and them doing the incense wave. It's just not, doesn't smell like, and it's like 9 of them that do it. But I know a lot of people love it, and more power to you. It's just not for me. These are the 2. Amouage Outlands and Reasons. Those are the 2 that I heard go away from that DNA and do something completely different and more mass appealing. That Amouage is not necessarily known for that mass appeal. So those are the 2 that I'm trying this fall, Outlands and Reasons, and I have them on the way. I thought it was Boundless, but it's Reasons. So thank you for writing that out, Gene. Yeah, it is Outlands, correct. What's cracking? Breaking my heart with a Amouage. Scent of the night is Amouage Lyric Woman. Hey, I mean, just some things that I don't like. And if I had to choose one specific brand outside of Jupe, Yop Ohm, no, I'm good. Actually, there's like Yop Ohm Ice and other flankers in that line that I don't like. If there was one brand, it would be between Amouage and Gucci that I can say I don't like. And Gucci is right smack in the middle of me not liking. I have tried every single fragrance from Gucci, and ever since Envy came out, and I was like, really into like masculine barbershop scents, that was like 8 years ago. That was the last time that I liked the Gucci. Even though the new Gucci Love, that wasn't bad. What's up, Mike? Scent of the day was Lalique Ombre Noir. I like the sport. I don't like the original, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. Fragrance Judd 8K Jaja. Okay. Whatever. Amouage Outlands is hyped to the moon right now. It is, and that's probably why I want to get my nose on it. If something's hyped, especially on TikTok, that means that it does not have that Amouage DNA, because TikTok does not hype Amouage. And so, and if they do, it's probably on your page, but on the people I watch, it's not hyped at all. And there's a reason for that, because the people on TikTok are kids, and 90% of them get their stuff like sent for free. Even if you have like 5,000 subscribers, they're all reaching out to companies and getting all this free stuff. So you would think like YouTube, you get a lot of free stuff. You don't. On TikTok, you get a ton of free stuff, and a lot of them are usually from the designer brands. Even though I do have to say, there's a PR site right now that's sending me Polo Red Racing, 2 of them. There's one that's sending me Maison Margiela Replica by the Fireplace. One that's sending me a duo of By the Fireplace and Jazz Club. One that's sending me either Rouse Club New York or Polo 67 EDP. I don't know which one it says, either or. And then Stronger With You Intensely. Kind of fell into it. Kenneth Amouage, one of the greatest of all time. Yeah, see, people who like Amouage like Amouage. I just don't. Did you get... Unfortunately not, JP. I thought that when I was talking to Mike at day 3 that he said he was going to put some goodies into the box and send it off. I thought that meant like prior to the release, but I guess not. I mean, it's fine either way, whatever. But as of right now, I did not get it in. I was planning on messaging him tomorrow and saying, did you want me to get that early to do a review for people, or, but it's up to him. I'm not gonna, like, he's a great guy, and he's already sent me a fragrance with Aylin, so I mean, I'm not gonna really harp on it too much. You either hate that fragrance or love it. What, Outlands? Luster is better than Outlands. I wish I had an Amouage shop or somewhere that sold Amouage in my area. I want to go in, like I can go into Nordstrom's, even though that's an hour away. I can go into Nordstrom's and I can try out PDM, MFK, Tom Ford, all of them. But I can't try out Amouage because they just don't have it. Anyway, my man Gian. Finally, Newt, you say something to me. Scent of the day, Gucci Guilty Elixir Absolute Pour Homme Tiny Bottle New. Is that a real name? Gucci Guilty Elixir Absolute Pour. Oh, that is a crazy name. Tiny Bottle New One. That's the new one. Okay. Gucci Guilty Elixir Absolute. These names are getting ridiculous. Tested Hermes Ombre Nargis, or Nargile, I guess. The OG Angel Share DNA, so amazing going to pick up a bottle. I've heard that one was really good. I bet I bet you will love it. It's instantly good. Is that one of the private blends? Because my wife is picking me up Double Vanille, or the Double Vanille from Guerlain Private Blend for Christmas as an early Christmas gift. Thank you, David. Yeah, I'm about to talk about that in a second. I was trying to get to the bottom of the chat, but it doesn't seem like I'm going to. My mouth is really fucking dry, and I'll tell you why that is, too. So, for anybody who has been wondering where the hell I've been, I've been posting. It's not like I'm not posting. I think I posted, like, last week, 25 shorts and maybe 2 videos. I mean, so technically, that's, like, whatever. And to you guys, you probably don't even notice that I'm gone. If you do, great. But over the past like month, I've been more absent than what I usually am, which is Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday videos with 3 shorts a day and accompanying them with a scent of the day post each day. I haven't been doing that because I took a medication a month ago. I don't know what day. I was going to try to figure out what day it was, but It was a Monday of some week a month ago, and it was Wegovy, because I was trying to do some medicated weight loss, obviously, and I had a horrible reaction to it. I was throwing up. I lost 19 or like 16 and a half pounds. It was 19, but then the next morning 16 and a half pounds in a 2-day period because I was throwing up and shitting and all. I mean, it was horrible. It was like, I felt like death because the medication, I started getting rashes all over my body. I was really either allergic or something to the medication or just had a really bad reaction. So I ended up going into the hospital the second night and getting a ton of fluids, and I was there overnight, and it was just fantastic, let's just say. And that feeling of the nausea and all of that, ever since, even though they switched me to tirzepatide, which is Zepbound, it has, that feeling from that first 2-day period hasn't left me. And so I had like 103-degree fever, and like even now to this day, I think I fucked something up with my throat and my stomach and everything, because I'm only now at like 80, maybe 90% a month later. And I was bedridden. Like the day I got home from the hospital, I slept for almost 24 hours. Like that's how exhausted I was. And then I had like almost an entire week off of work because of it. And then the next week I had to then work almost 80 hours because I was trying to make up all the work that I had missed. And so, yeah, I was pretty much, I felt like I was on my deathbed. It was absolutely terrible. And right now, because I'm still taking a similar medication, I think that's not allowed my body to fully heal or whatever in my throat and all of that. Because right now I feel like I'm going to throw up. And I felt like that for the last month. There's not one time of the day where I don't feel nauseous. And so I am constantly taking Zofran, but you're not allowed to take that over a 7-day period, after a 7-day period. So I'm taking it for like 7 days, and then for 7 days I can't take it because I have to let my body recuperate from it. And so right now I'm on one of those 7-day periods where I can't take it. So unfortunately I'm just nauseous all the fucking time. And so yeah, that has been, I don't have any urge to post. And the worst thing about it, being a fragrance reviewer, if I smell a fragrance, right now it's not as bad, but for like the last, I'd say the first 3 weeks of the issue, if I smelled a fragrance, I threw up. And so I didn't do scent of the day posts, and if I did, it was just like I'd spray it on my arm and call that my scent of the day. But smelling any fragrances made me yak. And so I was 100% feeling like shit, and so I did not want to do a fragrance content whatsoever. And so sorry to you guys, but a lot of that stuff that I was posting was mostly stuff that I had already recorded, and I just did not want anything to do with fragrances. I do now. I'm back in it. I finally ordered some fragrances. I have the 3 Z creators coming, courtesy of Ross. Thank you to Ross. I have Midnight Raspberry at some point in time from day 3 coming. Again, I just got in Atelier d'Or Lune Feline with this gold flakes in the bottle. Really freaking cool. A lot of cool stuff, but yeah, it was shit. So if you keep hearing me clearing my throat, it's because, again, I had so much acid reflux from throwing up that it literally, it's like damaging my windpipe. So yeah, a lot of graphic stuff in there, but I just wanted to tell you, just so you know, if there is a few days that I don't post, just make sure you know that it's that. It's because I just feel like shit and don't do it, because they said it might take a few months, especially because I had a tragic issue to start the medications, and now that I'm on a similar medication and my body's recuperating, it might be a few months. Unlike other people where it might take 3 weeks to get used to it, it might take a few months for me, so just an FYI. Homage is quality, but not for everyone. Reflection 45, Enclave, and Jubilation are my faves. I've tried them all, didn't like them all. I mean, I didn't hate all of them. Like, it's not like I hated them, it's just I just didn't want them. It's not what I want to wear. It's exactly the way. I'd rather wear everything that's sitting in front of me right now. That's how I feel about Zafiro. It gives me church vibes. I feel the same about Zafiro as well. I don't have it, but I like it, but not enough for a full bottle. That's exactly how I feel about almost every amouage. I like almost every one of them if I could just smell them on a tester, but I don't like them enough to buy a bottle because I won't wear them. That's how I feel about every single amouage that I've smelled. I don't think there's an amouage that I've smelled that I say, ooh, that sucks. Like, that is terrible. I just think that all of them aren't wearable. I think they're just nice things to smell. And that's just, again, that's my opinion. I know other people have other opinions, and as long as you're willing to cope with the fact that I don't like it, you're still allowed to like it, then we're good to go and we can continue the conversation. I heard Timber was good too, but again, I need to get into that other line first with Purpose and whatever the other one was, just to figure out if I like it and if I like the DNA of that line. And if I do, then maybe I'll try them all. It's Cal and Flan who hyped it up. Yeah, I actually didn't even know who Cal Cologne was until like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Fragrance Flan, I have no idea who that is. I've heard the name thrown around a lot, but I have no idea who he is. I wish they'd stop with the amouage hype because it's, I'm trying to gatekeep it as much as possible. Well, there you go. Amouage leaned heavy with the big time creators for Outlands. A lot of, Outlands, that's what I was talking about. A lot of camouflage sponsored. Yep, 100%. Flan already helped build a schmoop for Amouage Outlands. I guess everybody knows Flan. I don't know who he is. Hey, Joey with the $4, $5 donation, $4.99. I always get confused on that. $500 for a 200 ml tester from Olfactory Baccarat Rouge 540 Extra. Is that sus? No. Actually, that's not that bad at all because somebody just got a 200 ml of it for $650 on Scent Rush, and they're usually a really good price for MFK. So, while it is sus, just thinking about it is ridiculous. The bottom goes for 700 to 5,000. I don't want to get hit with a Olfactory is real. I thought you meant like, I just think paying $500 for a fragrance in general is ridiculous. But no, the Olfactory factory is 100% real. That is the best price that you will find for that fragrance. So that's the answer you're looking for. But I still think it's sus to spend $500 on a fragrance. But I might be using the word sus wrong because I don't know what that means. I think it means like suspect. Hit the like, please and thanks. Oh, and my mouth gets really fucking dry. I've been drinking so much water. And what sucks is that, if you guys don't know, the way that Wegovy, Zepbound, and all that work is they make your stomach feel full more, and they also delay your stomach emptying into your intestines. So basically, the more food you drink that you put into your stomach, the more bloated you feel and the more you get that nausea. And so they want you to stay hydrated, but if you drink a bottle of water, it'll make you throw up because it's like you can't drink a full bottle of water at one time. So I just sip on things. I've been drinking this. It's just like cold brew with a topping of whipped cream. I've been drinking this for about 2 hours. And it's not even like a quarter of the way gone. Oh, and Joey, thank you for the $5 donation. I think I already said that, but I just wanted to reiterate it. It's very, very, very nice of you. I really appreciate you. It isn't, so here's all the legit fragrance sites, if anybody was wondering. Joma Shop, and yes, they are real, and yes, they're called Sloma Shop, and the reason people call them Sloma Shop is because those people are going to Joma Shop and they're not buying the ones that say in stock. If you go to shipping speed and it says 1 to 3 weeks or 3 to 5 days, that means it's going to be, they're going to receive it. They do advanced shipping, meaning that they're going to be receiving that item in 3 to 5 days or 1 to 3 weeks, and then they will ship it to you. It's stupid, I know, but I've told everybody this 50 times, and I've been saying it for 4 years, so if you don't know, now you know. So if you want to make sure you're going to get the fragrance fast, make sure that where underneath the fragrance, where it has the price, underneath it, it'll say 3 to 5 days, 1 to 2 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks, or in stock. If it says in stock, they have it there already, and you'll get it within a few days. But they're real. Fragrance Net, Fragrance X. Fragrance Buy, which is now Frag Flex. You have to order from Frag Flex. Fragrance Buy bought them out. They are in the USA because they wanted to beat the tariffs, so they bought a company in the United States. So Frag Flex is real. Scent Rush is real. Olfactory is real. E-Discount Perfumes, Kingdom Fragrances, Aura Fragrances. There's a lot more. I can't think of them, but they're all legit. Also, Fragrance Nevea is legit as well, but I think that they suck. So, how we doing? 500. Goddamn, they're getting expensive. Yep, they're actually more than that. It's like 650 bucks usually, but 500 on Olfactory is a good price. I got to get Black Iris. That's Amouage Interlude Black Iris, correct? Yeah, I have not tried that one. Dude, don't worry, I love you. Newt's only here because I allow him to be. I agree. Newt, you are here because of the accordance of Mo. He allows you to be. No, just kidding. Yeah, you were the one who actually put me on because I asked everybody. I did Guerlain Week, and just a little hint. I only did Guerlain Week to test something, and Jeff from SoCal Scents knows this full well. There's a bunch of douchebags on TikTok that are getting sent Guerlain private blends for free. And I was like, how the fuck do these people with like 10,000 subscribers, I have 14,000 on there and I don't even try. How are these people with 10,000 subscribers getting sent Guerlain private blends? I was like, you want to know what? I feel like shit this week, so I'm just going to, in about 5 minutes, I'm going to record about 20 Guerlain shorts. And then I'm going to post them on TikTok, and I'm going to tag Guerlain in every single one of them. In every single one of the videos, I'm going to say, hey, it's Guerlain Week. At the end of the week, you're going to help me pick out a Guerlain private blend because I only own one, and I want to get into the line because they don't sell them near me. And so I said that in every single video to try to get Guerlain to message me and give me a private blend. It had nothing to do with me wanting to do Guerlain Week. I did not want to do it. It was just me doing a test. So that whole week with Guerlain, that was a whole test. I didn't give a shit to do Guerlain Week. I just wanted to see if I could get a free bottle from Guerlain, and it did not work. So, yep. I'm trying to figure out how TikTok works, and I have no idea. Randy, I've tried Zaharoff Ivory Route in the last 2 weeks, and the spice scent outstanding. Very linear with the spice, but smells fantastic. Ivory Route is a nice fragrance. Zaharoff has a lot of really nice hidden gems, but a lot of them are just very nice. But Ivory Route is more above average. I would say that's very comparable. I know you keep saying spice, but it's very comparable to like almost like a niche, more higher quality spice bomb. Kinda. Ivory Route is better. There we go. Great minds think alike, Newt. Got to get my nose on Overture Woman. My girlfriend needs a Christmas list for me. I told my daughter today, I said, you're going to get me a Christmas list because if you give it to me in December, you're getting nothing. I said, if you give it to me now, I will buy something. I'll buy 2 items a week for Christmas, all the way until December, like halfway through December. But if not, you're getting 2 weeks worth of 2 products, and you can just tell me what they are, and they're not going to be expensive. But if you tell me now, you'll get a bunch of stuff. She's like, I don't know. I was like, yeah, I know. You told me that last year. And then you waited until December 15th, and then I had to go out with Mom and spend $2,000 in one day. So I was like, I don't want to do that. Gion's saying you don't like that fragrance pretty much. Gion's hit or miss. Sometimes he likes things, sometimes he doesn't, and then the next day he'll like them, and then he'll tell me that I don't like them, even though I've never tried it before. That is Gion. Order a sample from Zaharoff Alexandria too. You better order it from Scent Rush using code DUDE5, even though I don't get credit for it. They're cheap. Inexpensive. Mo, why not? Okay, y'all talking to each other. I saw bottles going 164 a month ago. Y'all, Gian, are you disrupting my chat again? I know Olfactory is legit, but the price blew my mind. Oh, well, Olfactory is the best place to get niche. There is only one other place that will have better prices, and that is Aura Fragrance. But the issue with Olfactory and Aura is they're sold out all the time because they have the best prices. Still to this day, I know a lot of owners of all the, like Venba Fragrance, Olfactory. I know all the owners, and all of the other owners are still mind fucked on how the owner of Olfactory has not been sued out of his ass. Apparently, he's been served a ton, but he just doesn't follow up on it, and he just doesn't. But he's been like served cease and desist letters nonstop from like Creed and PDM. But apparently, he just keeps going, and no one's actually sued him. And a lot of people were like, wait, so are they just doing empty threats? What's going on here? But they are real. I can tell you Olfactory is real. I am affiliated with them, and I know they are real. Gian is the, that's for Gian. What's up, Blake? Been a long time. Yeah, I picked up the new Roja Elysium Noir. It's a really nice blue fragrance. Thoughts on Blonde Amber? Blonde Amber is, so let me put it this way. You know how MFK Grand Soir is kind of like that grown up, like more mature ambery vanilla scent? Well, Blonde Amber is the party boy cousin of Grand Soir. They have that same exact vanilla, lavender, ambery mix. It's just Blonde Amber feels a little bit more like a going out scent than Grand Soir does. I still like Grand Soir a little bit better, but Blonde Amber is right there, same level, same style of amber and vanilla, very similar smelling, but just with nuanced differences. If you already own Grand Soir, I don't think you need to own both. But some people will like Blonde Amber better. Some people like Grand Soir better. It all depends on which one you like. It all depends. Like if I'm going out with my wife, I'd rather wear Blonde Amber. But if I just want to smell like good walking around the house, or if I'm going to a wedding or something in the middle of winter, then I would rather wear Grand Soir. And the new Roja Elysium, I actually think is very boring. I think it smells great, but I think it just smells like a not as good Sauvage with spice. You are zesty, Mo. You are super fucking zesty. Zip bound works great. Sorry, it's making me feel like shit. It's more because the Wegovy made me feel like shit, and the Zip bound's trying to help me get off of how I felt on the Wegovy. But it was so bad on the Wegovy that like I felt like it disconnected my throat. There was one night that I mean, I don't want to tell you guys. It's disgusting. Man, I'm so sorry to hear you went through that. I appreciate it. I'm not trying to say all of this to make you guys say sorry or like condolences, but I just wanted to let you guys know I feel bad when I don't post content, but this time I did not feel bad. And I wanted to let you guys know that I feel bad that I'm not having a channel for you guys to interact with, even though I've still been posting some content. But I wanted to let you know there is a specific reason, and this time it was fully medical. Anyone here use the Parfumo app? It's locked me out and can't reset my password. I don't use any apps for fragrances. I go, like, if I need to, I'll go to Parfumo for the, or iFragrance Official, but I'll just go to the website. I don't use any of the apps. Yeah, I did Adonis 2 recently, one of my favorites. Gonna try Triumph tomorrow evening, I think. God damn, Randy, that's horrible. I've heard some stuff about those drugs cause constant nausea. I hope that's not the case with you. Yeah, well, I mean, it is the case right now, so I hope it does go away. The only good thing that came out of it is that, yes, I lost that 16.5 pounds the first few days. I ended up gaining like half of that back, so it was technically like 9 pounds. I ended up gaining that back just from eating and getting the fluids and stuff like that. But it was after that, I've lost, and it's almost like me and Ross were on the phone earlier, and I was telling him about it. He found me a site that I can get it like a lot cheaper because my insurance, even though I work for a pharmacy and one of the largest healthcare plans in the entire world, I don't have coverage for weight loss medications. So I'm doing it through Defy Medical, which was $240, but Ross found me a much cheaper place that's like $103 a month. Um, and I was talking to him about it. I said, I'm losing like 2 pounds a day. And he was like, that is not healthy. I said, I know it's not. I said, I can't help it. I said, yesterday I went to Aladdin's and I got a honey mustard chicken pita for breakfast. I said, I had like just something like real small, and for lunch I probably had soup. I said, and that's what I'm having like every single day. I said, it's just because my body's so used to having more calories. I don't know. I don't get it. Dude, I've had mono and bronchitis at the same time. I have broke my leg and forefingers at the exact same time. I have had 3 of my teeth knocked out. You guys ever wondered to see? Look at that. I had that knocked out last year from a garage. I got my tooth knocked out by a garage. And I've had a shit ton of stuff happen that you would think would be worse than like taking a medication and having some nausea. This was the worst I've ever felt in my life. I mean, fever of 103, throwing up, shitting, like it was, I felt like I was about to die. I had heart palpitations, my hands were shaking, I had zero energy. If I was trying to go up, I couldn't, my wife wanted to take me to the hospital. I was trying to walk up the flight of stairs, which is 5 stairs, just to get my coat. I couldn't walk up the stairs. My legs were so wobbly. It was the worst I felt ever. And that was, again, having mono and bronchitis at the same exact fucking time. I felt like I was going to die. It was so bad. And I remember telling my moderators, I was like, sorry, guys, I can't even text you. I was like, this sucks. Yeah, you damn near lost, dude. I mean, I thought I was going to die. And I know that's just being a little bit over dramatic, but you have a fever 103, you're throwing up like 3.5 hours straight. You can't control your bowel movements. It's just, you think something's wrong. And especially if you go to the hospital and they're giving you fluids and stuff and you feel like you're getting worse. I mean, it took about 2 hours and started feeling better, but I mean, it was crazy. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, everybody, for the kind words. I appreciate it. Again, I'm not trying to say it for the kind words. I was just trying to let you know where I was. Yeah, I wouldn't wish it on anyone. And what sucks is that, like, I read that it could be bad. And it just so happens that, and I heard Wegovy can be worse, or semaglutide can be worse than, and I always have to tell anybody that I have to do a prior authorization for Zepbound or Wegovy. I mean, I work in pharmacy. I know about the medication already, and I know about the side effects, and I knew what they could be. But you don't know until you know. And I just had whenever you watch a commercial and they're like, if you try Ozempic, and then at the very end they had someone talking really fast telling you all the side effects. Well, I had every one of those. Like, you guys need to slow down your wording so I can understand what you're saying, because that stuff's important. And what's crazy is I have zero, I'm not like that kind of person. I could take like 10 medications, it wouldn't affect me. I don't have allergies, side effects to anything. I have 8 Argos and the wife has 2. I need the new Midas Touch one. That's the one that I was talking about. He's also going to be releasing one Hades at some point in time, or something about Hades dogs, and it's going to be next Halloween apparently. If it's going to have rose in it, I just am not going to like it, because Christian loves his rose. And I don't understand why perfumers love rose so much. To me, that's a feminine note. And I know there's guys out there like rose, but I have never found a girl that would say, ooh, I want you to wear a rose fragrance. To me, rose is a female-dominated note. And so I don't understand why there's so many of these perfumers that are trying to get into the game that are using rose to dominate their entire line. And there's a bunch of them that do that. Like, for me, that's why I like Day 3, because they used rose in one specific fragrance and then lightly in another, but outside of that, it's not like dominant in all of them. Zaharoff, another one. They had a rose dominant scent. Then they had Halfeti Black Rose, which is George's favorite, but then he has other fragrances that just don't contain that. So, I don't know. The most I will pay for a fragrance, and you guys already know this if you've been a part of my channel for a while, the most I will pay for a fragrance is $250. And I know I'm going to have to stretch that now because the prices are going up. So that was what it was when I started my channel. Now with the inflation, I'd probably say 300 is probably the most. But if you wait, and I mean, whenever I started my channel, my first year of being a fragrance reviewer, I bought all 38 brand new mainstream designer releases. The second year, there was 46 designer releases. I bought 43 of them, and then I got the other 3 in decants. And then last year, or this year, which was my third year, I went through and I only got about half of the releases because they're just too expensive. I'm sorry, but I'm not going and buying a $300 Chanel and then 2 weeks later buying Why I Sell Myself at La Absolute for $210. That's $500 in 2 fragrances that I actually didn't even like. Like, I don't like La Exclusive that much. I don't like Why I Sell Myself La Absolute that much. I think they both smell okay, but I wouldn't spend that kind of money for it when I could be going out and getting something like this for $100. Atelier des Ors Lune Feline in the extrait, or Riviera Drive by the same brand, or Killian Angel Share on the rocks you can get for that price. Like, too much. Suspicious, but thank you, and dude, for answering my question. You are well. You're welcome. You're well. By the way, does anyone know where I can get Electamus Caspian Cherry for the best price? Let's find out. All right. So, Caspian Cherry is actually on no websites right now. There might be on one. Let me check. I think he only has decants of it, though. Yeah. Caspian Cherry decants. Yeah, I'll try one more. Let's see. Frag by, and what's the other one called? I don't even know. Yeah, I can't find it. I'm not taking up the time, but it doesn't look like Caspian Cherry is on any of the discounters at this point in time. So you would have to do eBay or retail. If it is on Fragflex, then you can check that as well. I couldn't get that. I heard Sloma Shop is actually the distributor for a lot of these other discounters. That is incorrect. Joma Shop has the same distributor as a lot of the discounters, but they're not the distributor. So Joma Shop is just some people that work in a warehouse, and then they have fragrances brought in and they ship them to people. And they have a warehouse that is owned by a supplier that lives in France, and they ship all the products over to this supplier, and the supplier distributes them to Joma Shop, Venba, Scent Rush. They all meet up at different, like, I know that Joey from Scent Rush has had meetings with the owners of Olfactory, Venba, and they all go to France, they all go to New York, they all go to LA to these conventions, and they meet the same suppliers and distributors. And so that's why if you like see Olfactory and Venba, they have a lot of the same prices on fragrances. It's because they have the same distributor. And Olfactory does have an extra distributor on the side, as does Venba, and then Scent Rush has about 4 or 5 different ones. So, but yes, one of the distributors is one of the ones that works with Joma Shop, works with all of those as well. I'm about to go on Zep Bound for sleep apnea. You fucking are so lucky. I tried to get it for sleep apnea, but I don't have it. I did a sleep study thinking I did because my wife always said that I did. And the only way that my insurance will cover it is if you have sleep apnea. So if you do have sleep apnea, then you will get the medication covered, and it will be covered at a generic copay, which is like $20. So you are fucking lucky. I am jealous of you. Venba Max Aroma. Yes. Was that a question? Dude, you're shameless and should be ashamed of yourself. If Guerlain sends you something, um, I'll keep it for you for good measure. I thought you were being serious for a second. I should have known it. I didn't realize it was Mo who was talking. And then I should have just skipped it. Right, Newt. All right, so the whole objective of this live stream was talk about fragrances. I honestly had nothing for this live stream. I even told Ross on the phone, I said, I have no idea what the fuck I'm going to talk about on my live stream, so I'm just going to talk about the fragrances that are coming up and the ones that are coming out. So, day 3, Midnight Raspberry, which, let's see. All right. Midnight Raspberry is on pre-order right now. It's sold out. Oh, that's right, because they had pre-order and the pre-order is now closed because on November 1st they are going to start shipping it. It's a photorealistic raspberry accord brightened by coriander and Brazilian pink pepper. Then the heart reveals plush patchouli and a large dose of natural Vietnamese agarwood, which is oud. The cloaks the fruit in a dark complexity reminiscent of chocolate. The dry down features a high-end musk accord, saffron, cedar, and a whisper of ambergris. The result is a woody, fruity fragrance with a grown-up sweetness, moderate projection, and sensual, complex character, perfect for the special events. Cool, yeah, I'm done with that. So I saw him, we saw Michael Paul, the perfumer and owner of Day 3 on my live stream. He had the oud in a container macerating, and that is what's causing the color of that fragrance. There is no dye in it. It will dye a white shirt if you spray it too close, but he said if you missed it, it's fine. He bought I believe, two whole agarwood trees, which if you guys don't know the price of oud, which agarwood tree is the oud, if you don't know the price of that, buying 2 trees is absolutely ridiculous because they had to do that if he wanted to continue putting out the fragrance, because of the fact that not every single oud tree will create a different smelling oil, even if they're right next to each other. But the chances of the one next to it smelling closer to that one, I think he went around and he just tried different oils from different trees and then ended up buying, I'm not sure exactly how it worked. I just know he bought 2 full trees for this. And he has like bags and bags and barrels of the oud in the back. And from what I'm understanding is this is not going to be that kind of animalic or fecal or stanky oud. This is going to be more of that kind of lightly sweetened, chocolatey, almost ambery type of oud that you get in more of the fragrances that people would say is more of a designer oud. Well, this isn't a high-end oud. I compare this type of oud to Oud Maxime, or from Maxime Parfums, it's called Oud Indochin, where it comes off more of like a chocolate ambery accord. And I am going to enjoy that. And I've heard that the raspberry actually lasts a long time. And then pink pepper is one of my favorite notes in fragrance. And then he's really proud, from what he was talking about, his musk accord. And I've always liked the musk in a lot of their fragrances. Let me close out of this screen real quick. If I can, there we go. I really enjoy a lot of the fragrances that he has. This one has that same similar musk accord, at least, in Desert Rain, which if you're making a fragrance that's supposed to smell like rain, obviously musk is going to be in that. And if you guys haven't tried this, is one of the best fresh releases of the year. It's fruity with the black currant, has a nice beautiful tea underneath it. I said I like his tea so much, I want him to make a tea-centric fragrance. And then it has this kind of floral component. It's a little bit watery and musky. It comes from that cactus blossom. It's a very, very beautiful scent. And then my favorite is Day 3 Tres Oros. This is my favorite release of 2025. It's like a pineapple ring that's overwhelmed by a raw honey. And then on top of that, it's cinnamon. But you mostly get the honey, then the cinnamon, and then a little bit of the pineapple underneath. Very, very beautiful fragrances. And I can't wait for Midnight Raspberry, which, again, I thought I'd have it by now, but if not, I'll have it by next week. So whatever. And then the other fragrances I wanted to talk about, it's funny. Whenever I wasn't talking about fragrances, I had 40 people in the live stream, but when I started talking about fragrances, it went down to 20. People like, I don't give a shit. Let's just talk about nothing. That's pretty funny. Anyway. I'm looking it up. 1 second. There he is. So I have actually a little bit of not a surprise because it's not right now, but I just talked to Ross earlier, and one of the main things about our conversation is that once I get these in, I would say in about 2 to 3 weeks, I ain't gonna be the only one on my live stream. It's gonna be me, Ross, George, and Hercules, Omos, and Justin, all on my channel, doing a nice live stream if we can get them to come on. If all the schedules work out, which I'm going to be super flexible, so as long as we can get everybody, we're going to have them all on here to talk. And I'm going to refer to Omos, who is the Nigerian giant, as Jordan whenever I'm talking about these fragrances. But I've already seen Ross's review for it. Ross, nicely enough, because he's my brother, he actually said I look like his brother too. I know Ross hates when people say you're my brother or whatever, but he always says that I look like his brother. So with that said, this is Justin's new one. So Justin had Brass and Soul, which his Zed Creators 1. Zed Creators 2 was Second Soul, and now he has Seamless Soul. I have the Brass and Soul is the only one of the Zed Creators I've never tried. I've tried all the other one, and of all of the fragrances, my favorite is Business Over Pleasure, followed by Second Soul as my number 2. But Ross, nicely enough, chose me as one of his few people that he was going to send all 3 of these to. And so, nicely enough, Justin and Jordan agreed. And so within a few days, I will have Seamless Soul, Sun-Kissed Island, and Ibire. So we're going to talk about Seamless Soul first. Again, this is Justin's, and it has this nice like galaxy front. They are all 2-ounce bottles this time. There is no 4-ounce with the front. And this is also by Justin and his wife. His wife was not part of the other ones that he did, from what I understand. But now Justin and her are going to be together in the making of this one, which again is Seamless Soul. I'm looking for the notes while I'm trying to bullshit. Where is the note breakdown? There we go. Aromatic, cardamom, anise, timber, pepper, jungle essence. So before anybody asks Ross or Justin or Jordan what jungle essence is. So jungle essence, you will see jungle essence next to only one note for all 3 of them. It is because there is something at Mon, which is the house that provides the oils to Zaharoff. They are one of the largest perfumery houses in the world, and they have specific notes, specific oils, or specific ingredients that are in their purest form. And some of them, like the one in this one, which is the timber pepper in Justin's, jungle essence, it just means that is timber pepper in its most natural form. And so that's all I found out about it. And in Ross's, I believe it's the red seaweed, and it's red seaweed jungle essence, but it just means red seaweed in its most purest form. And then for Jordan's or Omos, it is the pink pepper, which is in its most purest form. But then it's citrusy, grapefruit, lemon, crisp green apple. The heart notes are fir balsam, incense, cedarwood, magnolia. Base notes are rich amberwood, vetiver, moss, tonka bean, vanilla, and musk. So it actually has a lot of things in it that I did not expect Justin to put in his fragrance, because if you guys know anything about Justin Copeland, Stay Fresh Productions, he, if there's a niche snob community out there, they flock to his channel because he loves his artistic fragrances, his masculine fragrances that most people aren't like, hey, that's mass appealing, but Justin loves those type of fragrances. He's the one, like, you can take 10 fragrances and say, and pick 100 people to pick what their favorite 5 are, and I guarantee you, like, most people are going to pick these 5, well, Justin's going to pick these 5. He has an artistic style about him, always has, and when it comes to fragrances, it's no different. And his last 2, I gotta say, Second Soul, the dry down is immaculate. So in this one, going into it, just seeing that note breakdown, I'm really interested to see what he came up with. I really can't even describe what that would smell like. I don't know. I mean, it looks like it would be sweet, but the last 5 or 6 times that I tried to depict Justin's fragrances, I was completely wrong, because again, he's a horse of a different color in the fragrance community. So I'm just gonna say, I think I'm gonna really like that fragrance, but it's a wait and see, because I have no idea. And it's just like Justin, he has that kind of party on the outside with the cold galaxy, but then it's just a simple bottle. That is Justin in a nutshell. Then we go to Ross's. This one I was the most surprised of anything. And if you look close, he has a nice sandy cap, but this is called Sunkissed Island, if I can move it down. And he got the bold letters on the front, which I love. I love bold letters. If you haven't seen my thumbnails, my 5 million thumbnails that all have bold letters, I just love that. So just that, they had to stick with the 2 ounce, but the fact that he added that on the front, and then if you guys see the background, it looks like that beachy vibe. That's actually Ross's tattoo. I know if you guys were in the live stream, you probably already knew that, but he got the tattoo on his arm. He already knew what he wanted to do with the bottle like years ago, and he got his tattoo imprinted on the back of the bottle. They had an artist come out and do like that mock-up, and now it's on the back of the bottle. And I was surprised, because the last 2 fragrances, the one I'm wearing today and my favorite, Business Over Pleasure, and then Evening Mystique, which again was nice, but it wasn't something that I would tell you I would wear in an everyday situation. It just isn't. It never has been for me, because it was just a little bit too resinous to wear on an everyday for my liking. But with that said, Ross already knows. He made this one, and I had no idea, but this is something that I'm gonna fucking love, because it's right down the alley of everything I like in fragrance. This is a tropical fragrance that is doing something different. And if you remember the last tropical fragrance from the house of Zaharoff, Coca Loco, that was one of my favorite tropical fragrances of all time. And now they have this one, Red Seaweed, the Pure Jungle Essence. Again, I don't know. I thought it was a red seaweed, but guess not. Ginger, cardamom, lime, and mint. From what Ross was saying is that the mint is actually carries a nice weight underneath the lime, while that tequila plays a really heavy part in the opening into the mid, and that is what to focus on. Then there's the tequila, jasmine, rose de grace, lang lang, blonde woods, coconut milk, skin musk, and amber, which apparently it almost has this kind of like sandy, dry, woody dry down, which is very interesting. Speak of the devil, hold on. One second, guys. Damn it. Can you guys see me? I hope you can. If you are watching it, Ross, unfortunately, I can't because I have my phone up there. And I don't know how to do that. I don't know what it is. Um, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Ross sent me a text message. I was hoping that I didn't kick myself out, but um, he sent me something and I don't know what it is. But thank you very much for the $10 donation. I appreciate it. Um, Speak of the devil. Yeah, I was saying that I was talking to you earlier and I had no idea what the fuck to do for my live stream. So I was like, you know what? Hey, I'm going to bring this and do a little bit of a update on what I'm going to be getting in from the House of Zaharoff and from day 3. And then I pretty much bullshitted for the rest of the time. Just want to make sure if he's saying anything at the bottom. TLTG in the chat. So, it's like skipping for me. There we go. All right. I am back. So, Ross, again, I couldn't see what you sent. So, sorry. So, anyway, what I'm expecting from this fragrance, again, I'm not taking into account, whenever I listened to Dedrick's review of it, I didn't listen to anything outside of Justin's and Omos's because I just wanted to hear there was so many different viewpoints on those two medications. Medication in the brain right now. Too many different viewpoints on those fragrances that I felt like I can listen to these reviews and say like, okay, I'll still get something on my own. But I skipped Dedrick's because me and Dedrick a lot of times especially when we came on live stream with Ross, we had very similar viewpoints on all the fragrances. So I skipped Ross's on that one, and then I saw another review, which I will remain unnamed, that I did not like. Have you tried Ratutride? I have not. The fuck is that? Is that a fragrance? Oh, you're talking. I was like, I'm in the fragrance mind. I'm like trying to read it. Like, is that from a brand? What is that from? Oh no, no. They don't even. My pharmacy does not even carry any of that yet. That is like a non-FDA approved behind the scenes peptide. Why is it not letting me skip things? Okay, there we go. Literally just got here. Okay, it's going. I just want to make sure he didn't send something that like I had to ask him if he wanted to join or something like that. You guys understand. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Sorry, Ross. If I can figure out how to do that. No, I don't know how. Yeah, unfortunately, Ross, I think I'm in a screen where I don't know how. It doesn't allow me to share from this app, from what I'm finding out. Yeah, it doesn't. So unfortunately, I can't. I would love to, but I can't. Yeah, I thought so, Newt. I thought it was another weight loss med. But I'm on the app, Ross. So the way that I do it to make it so it's not messed up is that I open up StreamYard over there on my computer, but then I send the invitation to myself to invite myself on the guest app, which doesn't have an invite button. And so the only way that I can invite you would be if I send it to your email, which I don't know off the top of my head. I have no idea how to send it to you. But send the link from your computer. Okay. Dude, it's been like 4 weeks since I've been on this, so the only way I know how to send, invite guests. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't know your email. Sorry, guys. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure this shit out because I'm stupid. Yeah, see, I don't have, this is my work computer. So I don't have Instagram. I can't text from it. The only thing I can do is send an email. I can't, like, it's a work computer. So I have like a block on everything. That's why it seems like it would be a lot easier for you. I have no idea how to send it to you. Like, absolutely no idea. Where's your email? Oh, fuck. I'm on the Zaharoff website. It should be on there, right? Okay, Ross, you're going to have to help me. Where's your email? No, in the chat. I don't see an email in the chat. I just went through and it does not show me an email. Yeah, there's no email in the chat. I'm on StreamYard. I'm looking at the comments on StreamYard. It says my email's right there, no in the chat. Change from the chat to all messages. I'm on StreamYard. There's no top chat. Yeah, there's no email. It must have blocked it. Seriously, maybe faster if Ross starts a live and invites. See, if I knew that Ross was going to come on prior to the live stream, then I would have been able to send it to him. But I have no idea how to do it from my computer. Like this computer, like if it was my old computer, yes, but on this computer I can't. Yeah, it blocked your thing. So, unfortunately, I have one other idea. One last idea, and then if it doesn't, I'm gonna have to, let's see, TLT. I'm gonna go to YouTube because I'm pretty sure that might be smart. If I can go to YouTube, then I can get to Ross's link tree. And the email is not on your link tree. Or is it? Yes, it is. All right, guys, so right before I send that off, it's making me open up the new Outlook now. I hate this. Can you tell I haven't invited somebody onto my live stream for about 9 months outside of, like, while I was on a live? I don't think I've ever invited somebody while I was on a live outside of Ross. There we go. It's finally popped up. Hey, Ross, I sent it. There we go. All right, I fucking sent it. Sorry, guys. We're going to have Ross on here in a minute, hopefully. All right. So, for anybody who doesn't use StreamYard, the way that this shit works is You're supposed to have an invite thing like where you're doing your live, but the way that I set it up so that I can see the chat and I can see my phone is I'm just bringing your ass on right now.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not finishing talking right now. So the way that I have it set up, again, I have my phone and I have the app up here,
Yeah.
and it's like a guest app, so you can't invite from it. And
I
then
didn't know you had it set up this particular way. That's what I was like, man, it's so easy.
yeah, and on any other laptop, I would have been able to get that. And then obviously, then YouTube is blocking your email. So anyway, what's going on, man?
What's up? No, this whole thing, the audio text was just to tell you that yeah, George sends us the website right up to edit and proofread before he puts it up. He literally did none of my edits.
Yeah,
Like
are
subliminal
you talking
lines
about
not in the base like it's supposed to be. It got omitted. Jungle Essence he put as a separate note. I'm sure that means in the actual description he didn't change the things that I said, because he did this write up and it's like, y'all proofread it and see what I need to change, and we did, and I had notes and he didn't do any of it. So
yeah, so the Jungle Essence is the see, I was on your page. The Jungle Essence is the red seaweed, right?
yes, red seaweed is the Jungle Essence note in mine, Timor pepper in Justin's, and pink pepper in Jordan's.
Do you have the bottle with you?
Which one?
Yours.
Yep.
I mean, I know people most likely saw it, but I wanted to show them the tattoo. Newt said, whatever this means, congratulations on the Louisiana ticket win.
Yeah, that worked out. So the florals on this side are the florals that are on the inner part of my forearm. The florals on the outside are the florals that are on the outer portion. And the whole tattoo is in the center. I took a bunch of pictures and video all the way around, sent it to George, and his graphic designer got close, but not quite. So he actually had a tattoo artist bring it into a stencil, so it's exact from what my tattoo artist actually inked on me, down to the imperfections on the waves and the palms is the same thing. Like if you look at the big palm, it's exactly the same.
I was trying to figure out how to do that.
There we go. Like literally, it's to the T. It's exact. The way the waves and everything are, down to the way the florals come down at the bottom on both sides. Like it's even the little bitty flowers, little in between flowers, all over the place. It's exact.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, man. This is everybody so far has agreed that smelled it, from Joey to Scott to Justin to George to Dedrick. Everybody's, and me and my wife both agree as well. Best one I've put out. The collaboration between me, Claude, and George. This is our best work between the three of us. As far as the storytelling, with the profile to the artwork, is just best one.
And you've had this information since like 2022.
So I created the file. I looked the other day. I think I told you on the phone.
Yeah.
I came up with the name and like a rough draft, top, mid, and base on June 20th, 2022 at like 5:20 p.m. or something like that. The file, I never modified it, so it shows the original time. I even like mistyped, like had a typo in the name. It was Sukiss Island. Like I never even edited the title or anything. It's hilarious. So like Eating Mystique, all the other ones were on the market like 2 months at that point. They weren't on the market long. And I came up with, this is what I wanted. I was still living in Colorado.
I remember the live stream when you were talking about it.
Yeah, man. I'm super excited.
You were like, if George wants to do another one, I got it all right here.
Yeah, it was like that with Eating Mystique and with Sunkissed Island. I was ready. I just needed a green light. I needed a green light, and I called Claude.
Yeah. Exactly by the way, outside of your fragrance, have you tried the new Day 3?
Oh, yeah, I did a video on it. Midnight Raspberry, it's amazing. Have you? Because I don't want to spoil it.
No, because Mike hasn't. I think the same thing happened.
Okay, yeah. So Randy should have had his package from us days ago. He just got. I sent George the screenshot of our conversation. I was like, and then all of a sudden tracking showed up on the shop app. It's like he sent it when he sent them with everybody else. So I don't know. So just to let you guys know, UPS is just as shit as FedEx apparently, because George overnighted this to me. Well, this is the second one, because the first one didn't move into the next day. It hadn't moved. So he was like, just in case, I'm sending you another one. It's been over 2 weeks. that tracking still shows waiting to receive package. So someone either stole the first bottle, or they lost it, or they damaged it, or something.
Well, you
And
probably had
apparently
all of
something
that happen to
similar
you
happened
before.
with his package because he got no movement whatsoever. So I don't know.
Yeah, the thing is that it sucks that you guys are putting out the fragrances now. I mean, it doesn't suck that you're putting them out. It sucks that you're putting them out now because USPS just upped their prices 2 months ago, which is now making UPS the go-to for all packages, which is now making them suck.
Because they
And
were
so,
much better than FedEx before.
yeah, and
FedEx
now
was
they're
bottom of
not.
the barrel. They still are. They're still the bottom of the barrel.
And so now you have a shitty company or a shitty company or a slightly less shitty company. It's pretty
Even the
much,
priority mail bubble mailers are $12.85 at the post office now.
yeah. I told George, I said you should just do UPS second day air mandatory for every package.
Well, the funny thing is, this is the third time George was overnighting me something that never made it to me with UPS. This is the
Well,
third
then I
time
guess
in six
that doesn't
months.
work either.
Because usually, like how I do the release video, the launch videos for his fragrances, usually he overnights me the first bottle the lab puts out. I usually get the first bottle. Like
Yeah.
they'll send him like three test bottles while they're pouring the big batch, and he'll have one or two, and he'll send one to me, and that's usually what I'll test and then do the launch video with. And this is the third time he went to overnight me something and it didn't make it to me.
Yeah,
This year.
Joey from Scent Rush overnights me stuff all the time, and the amount of times it hasn't shown up or that they put I told you that they'll stick something on my door and say that they arrived. I'm like, fucker, I was home all damn day. You didn't ring no damn doorbell or knock on anything because I
I've
was
seen
sitting.
videos from like Ring cameras or like businesses with their cameras facing the door where they literally stick the thing on there, get in the car and leave. And it's like an open business. Like they still had like 4 hours of operation to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen videos of that. It's
I,
weird.
it's like just knock on the damn door and run away. I don't care.
No,
Put the
not even
package.
that. It's like you don't, okay, you don't like your job. Get a different one. Let somebody who's going to take a little pride in being a parcel carrier do the job. If you don't like your job, don't do it.
Exactly. I mean, there's so many, and people always say the economy's bad and everything. Yeah, and I understand that, but I went on Indeed the other day for my wife just to see if, because she's not liking her job right now. I could get her 20 other jobs at that same price range, which is probably the same price range as a parcel carrier. And it's like, if you don't like your job, go find another one. There's a lot of stuff out there.
The quality of employee has drastically plummeted over the years. Nobody takes pride in what they do anymore. No, there's no self pride in what you're doing.
Yeah, it
Even if
was
it's not like the thing you envisioned your life being, it's be good at what you're doing. Take a little self pride in what you do every day.
it was
I can't relate to that kind of energy. I just don't get it.
it was the COVID unemployment thing that really got people real lazy.
Yeah, I don't get it. I was told to lower my expectations. I'll never do that.
I mean, if you lower your
Mhm.
expectations, then I mean, what are you
That's
aiming for
ridiculous.
then?
Especially like, and it was in regards to the service industry. I was told to lower my expectations. Like, absolutely not. I'm tipping, and you want me to lower my expectations? No, absolutely not. And I'm a great tipper. I don't look at what the receipt is. I go based off what you're doing. You might get a 50% tip off of me if you do a phenomenal job, and we end up chatting with you and everything. We're gonna be best tip that day.
I
That's
think
how
that's
me and
why
my wife
me and my
are.
wife get along so well is because we both have that energy. We
Yeah.
both
If we really like you, like we're gonna be your best tip that day.
yeah, I mean, if I'm at home and I'm sitting here, I'm probably sitting on the couch lazy as hell playing Witcher or outside running or jogging or something. But if I'm at work or if I'm doing something, I'm focused. I mean, I'm doing my job 10 times better than the person next to me, most likely. I mean, and that will never change. And so, like, and I did that whenever I was a waiter at Outback or if I was a manager
I
at
was a server at
AT&T.
Outback for a couple of years too.
That
I
I
took
love
pride
that,
in it, man.
dude. That honey wheat bread, that stuff was good.
All that, man. I were they doing this off the menu thing, Hawaiian style for the steaks, and
Yep,
you're Outback too.
yep.
That was an off the menu thing that only the only people that worked at Outback knew. For those of you that don't know what we're talking about,
Yeah, there was the Hawaii, there was the Outback style that nobody knew about, and then they started putting it on the menu because that was actually originally just Outback employees that were getting prime ribs Outback style, where they would
Mhm.
actually cook it on the grill.
And then there was
And
a time when they took the Toowoomba pasta off the menu, but you could still get it.
yep,
Mm-hmm. There's
and
all the inside secrets.
yeah, and anytime if you ever worked at Outback Steakhouse, there was about 6 or 7 people crowded around the bread oven, usually with about 20 cups of ranch or honey butter or whatever, and
Honey
people
butter.
just sitting over there dipping into the shit.
Because while you're on shift, your drinks are free and you get all the bread you want.
Yeah, I bet you this is the same probably like Olive Garden with the breadsticks. I mean, I bet
Yeah,
people are crowding
because a
around the
lot of it's going to
breadsticks.
go bad at the end of the night anyway. So I understood why they did it.
I still, even though I worked there for so long, I still, and you guys can hate me for saying this, I still think Outback has the best steaks.
I had a terrible experience the last 2 times. I like Roadhouse better.
Oh, do you?
Yep, I had a lot of gristle in my fillets, a lot of fat veins in my fillets the last couple of times, and I never, ever, ever have that because we eat at Texas Roadhouse all the time because we got one like 2 minutes from us.
They have a great chicken fried steak.
Heidi got that a while back. It is huge. We
It's
normally
huge.
just get fillets, and I get a plain sweet potato, and each get a Caesar salad. That's my go-to over there, and I always enjoy my steak over there. It's always a lean cut, nothing to trim off. Just every single bite gets eaten. They
Yeah,
usually do a good job with
nowadays
the
I wouldn't even
temperature.
be able to eat the side dish.
Yeah, for real.
Oh,
Everybody always looks at me weird when I order a plain sweet potato. It's like I'm gonna eat a little bit of bread and I'm gonna get some butter on that. So that's my compensation for the bad part of what I shouldn't be eating while I'm there.
right. John said, agree with Ross, but at the same time, too often I'm subjected to mediocre service and expect full or generous tip just because of how expensive
Well, a
it is.
bad tip from me is 20% of the bill. I'm still gonna tip you well, but if you do a really good job, even if we're not like chatting it up and build, having a little bond going, getting to
Yeah.
know, like if you're not the most personable server, but you're still doing a good job, we're going to tip you really well. That 20-25% shit's going to go out the window. We're not even going to look at that. We're going to be like, all right, the bill's $90. We're going to give her 40.
I
If
used
she
to
did
I
really
used
good.
to love your type of people whenever you would come
I
in
did
because
too.
you are a horse of a different color when it comes to that. There's not many people that do that nowadays.
Yeah, we did, and it felt really good. We really bonded. It was last year, right after my shows when I could eat like a normal human again. Right after my show that I did. It was at Carrabba's. We randomly ate at Carrabba's. Great time with this waitress, struggling single mom. You could tell she was going through it over there. Like it was rough. Like she was the only server there and having to take like 3 sections worth of tables. And she was still hustling, still being personable, still making time to, really be personable with everyone. We gave her a $200 tip. I went and run to the ATM to get cash so they couldn't take the percentage from it because I tipped her $15 on the bill. But I
Yeah.
went to the ATM and Heidi was like, "You need to go get some cash. We need to hook
See,
her up." And sure, because she was hustling, man. She was impressive. So we were. She literally come cry to us and everything. Y'all did not. I can't take. No, baby.
that
We
happened
want
once
to.
every
We
few
want to.
months for
You
me, and
earned
I
it.
remember it like it would just make my day, and I would remember those people, and every time that they would come in from then on in, they would always request me.
Yeah, it's
And
like it was one of those things. It's like we had it to give. Money. Don't let money rule your lives, guys. We need it, but it's better to give if you got it. And
yeah,
she was earning that shit, dude. And I didn't know if anybody else was gonna give it to her, so we made sure she got a really good tip.
all good peeps, all those
But she was
people.
killing it though, man. She was killing it. She really was. She impressed us a lot. She was really good.
Um, what the fuck is a rattlesnake bite? Is that a real rattlesnake?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it is. I think they just call it that. I'm trying to remember what it is.
Because I know the Texas Roadhouse in Florida, Miami specific, has conch fritters.
Never tried those.
They're great.
Notice how we ended up talking restaurants?
Yeah.
Just randomly turned.
How did it go from fragrance to restaurants? I think
Yeah.
I said
Like, so
something.
show the tattoo, but anyways,
Yeah.
Outback.
About that. Well, I think it's because we spent about half our day talking to each other. So now
Well, yeah,
it's
we're
like,
on the phone for like, I was telling Randy earlier, I've been home for 45 minutes and 2/3 of it I've been on the phone with you. I need to go.
yeah. Well, I don't want to get off the phone, Ross.
Yeah. So, but we got the package situation resolved. So,
Yeah, but I think that's what's going on with Mike. Because the way that we were talking last time, and again, I'm not the kind of person to be like, "Yo, Mike, what's going on, man?" Like,
yeah, well, yeah.
and so
Oh,
I'm
and by
gonna
the
wait
way,
till
like right
I'm gonna
after you
wait
were
till
talking about
November 1st because I have
right,
tracking from him,
yeah,
and
but
so the
Mike's good about it.
tracking just
Mike is.
yeah, the tracking just hasn't moved, and so I think they threw me just in the pre-order bucket, and so I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna stay there. I don't really care, whatever. there's already a bunch of reviews out. It's not like I'm going to get the first review on it anymore.
So funny enough, when you had just finished talking about the whole brother stuff, that part, and Heidi was in here, and she just walked in, and I was like, "Oh, that's Randy, by the way." In case you didn't know, she's like, "Oh, he does kind of look like Dylan." The facial structure.
Did
I
you
said,
hear
"I know."
me say that earlier?
I said he literally. No, she didn't hear that part. I said he
Oh.
literally just finished talking about it to everyone.
Yeah, I was like, I always say the word brother, and I know you hate when people say the word.
I don't like when strangers call me
Yes,
brother.
yes,
We're
yes,
friends.
I know.
That don't bother me when my friends do it.
I was like, I think he doesn't care if I
a
say it.
relationship there.
Yeah, I was like, because we have a relationship, and he always said that I look like his brother.
Yeah, you very much did. Like, I would say on a scale in percentages, like 60 to 70%
Well,
facial features. Y'all have some
I would
similarity
like to
there.
meet this handsome fella.
Yeah, he's bald though, like me. He shaved his head. Yeah,
I would like to meet a bald me.
kind of is. Yeah,
I mean, 60, 70%.
It's roughly like if we were to get y'all side by side and take a picture, people be like, "Okay, I see it. They're not the same person, but okay, I see like this and that." Okay,
So it's kind of like, I don't know, 1 million purvey and angel share kind of thing.
that's a fair analogy,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah,
Same ballpark, but not exact.
yeah.
Stuffed fried cheesy balls. Now we got people hungry.
Yeah.
I am the opposite of hungry. Whenever I start, I don't know how long you've been in the live, but I started the live. I told everybody.
I literally got in 20 seconds after you started talking about me. That's why in my super chat I said, "Well, perfect timing." It's like Beetlejuice.
I was watching Beetlejuice this morning along with Casper, Adam's Family 1 and 2. It was one of those old school. I like the old school, like Halloween
Movies just don't interest me anymore.
You don't watch
TV
movies?
doesn't either. I watch wrestling and like I'm excited for season 2 of Landman. Outside of that,
see, I work 12-hour days from home though.
no, you have to. I look. I have some time that I could watch some stuff too, but I pretty much like I watch the Arena, Gilbert Arenas YouTube channel. I watch the football stuff and the basketball stuff.
Yeah.
I watch Nightcap with Uncle Ocho. Like mostly what I watch is YouTube, and I watch wrestling related stuff. That's pretty much the extent. And I watch Pat McAfee's show here and there.
Pat McAfee show I put on, but
I mainly watch the
nowadays.
clips.
What?
I mainly watch the clips.
Yeah, I'll go back and I'll like, because they do a thing on YouTube now where they just kind of pull the best parts of it and like the clips, and so I just end up watching that. But
Same.
throughout the day, I mean, I probably watch, I don't know, 30, 40 movies a week because I'm sitting in my office and there's a TV in there, and so I just put it on. I'm not fully watching them.
Just got it playing in the background.
Yeah, playing in the background. I mean, it's. I need to have something, and whenever I would work downtown, I would have headphones in, listening to something, or I'd put my phone below my computer just so I had it steady. But I need to have something playing in the background to like keep my mind active. And for me, it was like Game of Thrones or Dexter or something, just always playing.
Oh, that's 2 all-time greats for the wife. I've seen every episode. She's got all of them on Blu-ray, both of those, and she's been watching the new series of Dexter.
Yeah, I wish my wife was like that, man. She likes those big lip bimbos, reality television. That kind of stuff.
Heidi watches some of that stuff too, like Real Housewives of Potomac.
That's one of them.
Yeah, she watched that one.
My dad walked in the other day and he goes, "Why the hell are you watching those big boob, big lip bimbos?"
The drama of it. Women like to watch the drama.
I was like, I'm not. I'm playing Witcher and Jen.
Let me rephrase that. Women and the sensitive men in the fragrance community like drama.
Yeah. He came over while I was on lunch, and Jen was watching TV. I was playing Witcher 3, and he's like, "What are you doing watching that?" I was like, "I'm playing Witcher." Jen went in the shower. That's her shit.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, you really think I'm sitting here watching
whatever? She's more on the documentaries more so these days, though. She's a big documentary watcher.
I like documentaries.
I need to watch that John Candy documentary. I haven't gotten around to it yet. I know Ryan Reynolds produced it.
Do you ever watch Welcome to Wrexham?
Never even heard of it.
It's Ryan Reynolds' soccer team.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched it.
Oh,
I knew he owned a soccer team. I didn't know that was what it was called.
Well, they moved. They were so in international soccer. There's 5 tiers. There's the Premier League, Championship, League 1, League 2, and then I think it's the lowest one. They were in the lowest one, and now they're all the way up, almost at the Premier League.
Oh damn!
Yeah, they won the cup, then they won the cup, then they won the cup, and then they advanced all the way. Now they're in the second to highest tier, which is
The
crazy.
oddball thing I've been watching is I'm on midway through episode 2 of 3 of Victoria Beckham.
She's hot.
No, that's not why. I'm actually, fun fact, Spice Girls fan.
You were a Spice Girls fan.
Spice Girls fan. Yep.
Yeah. How weird is that? Because
Yep.
this morning, my wife was playing or humming something, and I was like, "If you want to be my love," and she's like, "How
That's
did you
part
know
of
I
that.
was
That's
humming
part of
that?" I
me
was
growing
like,
up. That's elementary school in the junior high, man.
"Yeah,
Mhm.
that's some weird, like, random
Mm-hmm.
mental fuck going on
Yeah,
right
I
now."
like all
Because
kinds of music, man. That's one of the girl bands I've always enjoyed. So Spice Girls, a guilty pleasure.
I was watching the Goo Goo Dolls concert this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I've been in my like old school stuff today, but uh, yeah, I've
Just
never seen it
90s in
before.
general. It just about anything 90s. I'm down. I'm
Yeah,
down
me too.
for it.
It's the. I mean, people would disagree and probably say the '80s, but for me, it's the '90s.
Yeah, for me too, because we got a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
We had a little bit of what was great about the 80s and a little bit of what was great about the 2000s all mixed into one. Like we were
and
limited
the
on
start of the
technology.
technology.
Yeah, we were limited on it, but we still had you had to get together, bikes in the front yard. If you wanted to play games together, you had to sit in front of the same TV.
Yeah, your buddy list with your away message.
It was the peak of being social as a child and teenager. We peaked as a society. It's not like that anymore.
Yeah, I always tell my daughter, I said, I kind of wish you grew up a little bit younger. I feel like you would be a little bit more active because all of her friends, they don't want to meet in person anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Like 80s got us on the 80s really got on the path of having more things to do because technology was starting to get a little tiny bit of momentum from the nothingness it was basically in the 60s and 70s. And then the 90s, it really started to jump up. So the social events where there was so much more to do, but you still had to physically go and do it.
Dude, I like to get home from school, watch a little Yu-Gi-Oh, maybe a little Boy Meets World, go outside, play hockey, game on, game off, all that stuff. Play some tackle football with people in my neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
hit some of the little kids really hard, go home, eat dinner because my mom called, and then play night release or night football or something. That was just like my everyday.
The good old days, man. Kids were so much more active.
It makes me so sad.
Now it's pretty much if you don't play for like a travel ball team or play a sport for your school, like kids don't just like recreationally play sports like they used to. Like you're not gonna see the basketball courts loaded down or the baseball fields in the summertime with kids just out there with canteens so they don't dehydrate. Those
No,
days
you're
are
right.
kind of over.
Yeah, and I completely agree. I mean, I live in a neighborhood with probably 30 kids that are all middle school, high school age, and none of them are outside.
It's sad. Like what's the point in having a basketball goal at your house anymore? That's not a thing anymore.
Yeah, I have
Very few
I have a
people put that to
basketball
use
hoop up
anymore.
there for my
It's still a
daughter.
thing, but it ain't like it was.
I mean, at least my daughter gardens. Like she gardens with me, so like that's the only time that I can get her to go outside. The rest of the time, she's just inside playing Minecraft or something with her friends. And it's just like, come on, man. I was like,
I'm thankful to grow up when I did.
yeah, me and you were just around the same age. I'm 39,
I'm 40.
so yeah, I turned 40, so you're 1 year older than me. I thought I
Yep,
was
I'll
older than
be
you.
41 in January.
I thought you were 38.
Mm-mm. Well, thank you for thinking I was younger than I am.
I mean, you look a little younger than me. Actually, I don't know. I have these chubby cheeks. I
Not
always
for
have.
long.
What?
Not for long.
No, the chubby cheeks come along with it. It's just that's how it is. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter if I lose weight. If I showed you a picture of me in high school, it was just this is skinnier, this is not. It's always
That's it. It's just a genetic thing.
it's just a genetic thing. I get it from my mama. You guys are going old school viewing. I remember Thursdays on NBC and Fridays on ABC with Family Matters and Step
Family
by
Matters
Step.
step by step. Yes.
Yeah.
Good old
Family
days.
Matters Step by
TGIF.
Step. Saved by the Bell.
Oh, waking up to watch Saved by the Bell before you go outside for the bus.
Yep. I still watch Saved by the Bell if it's on TV.
Yeah, I still will too. Man, I'm still like a big Golden Girls. Heidi recently rediscovered the Golden Girls. We watched that the other night. I was like, pfft. She's like, "Oh, you gonna lay and watch it with me?" I said, "Of course." That's like one of the greatest sitcoms of all time. Of course, I'll watch the Golden Girls with you.
Right.
B. Arthur was
I
a
wanted to
savage.
get through this before, since I didn't talk
Yeah,
about
back to
this.
fragrance. We could do this on. We could do
Yeah, so
retro
I already
stuff
did
all night.
Justin's. I already did yours. Anything else you want to say about yours before we get to? I did it.
If you don't get it and you order the other ones, when you get the sample, you're gonna want it, and may there be a bottle available for you to buy. I'm just saying. Nobody, unless you just don't like this style fragrance, there's nobody that likes this style fragrance that isn't gonna love it, because it manages to not be all the other ones in this category. It's a flooded category. Tropical beach vacation fragrances.
Right.
Not a fruit bomb, not a sunscreen fragrance, not a pina colada.
I'm surprised you didn't post.
Hmm?
I'm surprised you didn't post
Didn't post what?
what you were gonna post.
I'm drawing a blank.
Scott.
Oh no, I said it. He
Did
said
you?
sunscreen over and over. It's not sunscreen. It's
Oh, I
not.
didn't. I didn't see it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a
What was
moment
it?
of
Oh,
irritation. He
what
said
Drake
sunscreen like a
fragrance are we
thousand. He
talking
loved
about?
it. He loved it, but I don't
Yeah.
agree. It's not a. It was intentionally created to not be a sunscreen fragrance.
What's Drake's new fragrance? Is that the one that you were saying earlier?
Say again?
Somebody in the comment. It's thoughts on Drake's new
Oh,
fragrance.
Drake's got a new fragrance. I haven't seen it.
Is it Summer Mink that you're talking about? Because I know you mentioned Summer Mink earlier when you were talking about, or that was yesterday.
That was yesterday when I had that guy that recognized me at Bucky's that took a picture with me. He was wearing summer mink.
Oh, yeah, he's talking about
Yeah,
Summer
shout out
Mink.
to Terrence Young. He messaged me today. He bought Seamless Soul and Sunkiss because I let him spray. I had Justin's fragrance with me. I let him spray it on. He ended up buying that in the Sunkiss Island.
How cool is that? Ross was on his way to Louisiana and ran into somebody at a, what was it? Like,
It was a Bucky's.
yeah, and well, it turned out to be a fan. And they ended up getting together.
Yeah,
and
he goes,
talking.
Ross. I was like walking by to go piss. We were passing in the restroom. And later he come get me when I was in line with his wife. He's like, it was actually my wife that recognized you before I saw you. And like, I know it's kind of awkward in the bathrooms and everything. He's like, but mind if we take a picture? It's like, come on, man, I ain't nobody. Yes, of course we can. Sure, that was great. So shout out to Terrence. It was great.
To answer
It's not often you run into somebody that actually watches the channel. It happens, just not that often.
Yeah, to answer your question about Summer Mink, I think a lot of people hated it for no reason. I think it smells okay. I think it smells like above average and it's nice, but I didn't really wear it. Did you wear it, Ross?
I don't own it.
Oh, yeah. It smelled okay. I smelled it in store, and like people say that they hated it and it was weak, but I think they were just hating on Drake for the whole.
So I couldn't smell it coming off of Terrence because he told me that's what he was wearing. Because Sauvage Parfum was like screaming off of me. All I could smell was me. It was one of those rare times I didn't go in Osmic yesterday to Sauvage Parfum. It was weird. I smelled it all day long on me.
What was I wearing? Oh, I was wearing Business Over Pleasure. I was wearing it after I was on the phone with Ross, and I was like, I have no scent of the day on. You know what? I'm spraying on Business Over Pleasure.
I forgot you did that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I went in and I was about to start eating, and my wife is like, "Whatever you're wearing, you smell so yummy." And I was like,
Amen.
I'll tell Ross.
Amen. It's funny how Business Over Pleasure has gotten so much more popular long after it got discontinued.
Yep.
You know?
I've always loved it. It's just the thing is that I didn't try it until about 6 months after I met you, whenever you surprised me by sending me a bottle of it. And because I hadn't tried any of the first
That took a lot of effort. You remember that debacle?
Yeah, I remember
They
that
kept
one.
stealing the bottles. I burned through 3 bottles trying to send them to Randy because post office workers kept opening my package and stealing them and then sending me back an empty package.
What is going on between me and you?
That was USPS when I was in Colorado.
From the USPS.
4 tries. I lost 3 bottles trying to send Randy a bottle of Business Over Pleasure.
Mail not working, cell phone signal not working.
Yeah, my God.
Totally weird, but I watched Day 3's. I watched Three's Company and signed. I had fragrance on the
Knock on my door.
I saw Day 3's Company. Three's Company and Seinfeld with my daughter. Weird combo, but she loves the shows. You know, I'm one of those people that actually never liked Seinfeld.
Really? I was never a big fan, but I've watched plenty of episodes of it.
The
You
only
know,
part I liked was Kramer, and I used to imitate him, and I even went for him as Halloween, opening up the door and like, um,
one of my favorite dark horse sitcoms that never really gets any love that got renamed. How many of you remember Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place that was then changed to Two Guys and a Girl, which was Ryan Reynolds' first big
I
sitcom?
remember all of that.
Yeah, that was a great show. That was when you really got to see how witty and funny he could be.
I didn't know that they changed the name.
It
I just
was Two
remember,
Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place, and then they changed it to Two Guys and a Girl. I
yeah,
guess
I
because they
didn't
figured it
remember
was
the
too
pizza
long.
place.
Yeah.
I only remember Two Guys and a Girl.
Yep. First
Fa-
season, it was and a Pizza Place.
Favorite city rhythm for me, surprisingly, I would still probably go with the original Miami, or Martha's Vineyard was a nice one.
I'm a New Orleans jazz and booze kind of guy. My favorite
You
boozy
are
fragrance,
you
and
are
it
from
just
New
happens to be
Orleans.
New Orleans. So
Yeah. But I'm not the biggest city rhythm fan in general. Like I think a lot of them are just they're too youthful, I guess, for me, or too
a
syrupy or
lot of them
something.
are.
Yeah, it's just I mean I like the
That's
original
good stuff,
set.
though.
The original set, all of them are pretty good. Like the Miami, New Orleans, Austin, San Diego, like all of them I think were good. I think after that,
You know,
I
like
just
St. John.
I tried St. John, I
Yeah, I
tried
like that's a
Barker.
strong second place for me. I like that. It's super tropical.
Yeah, I tried that. I tried 36 or 2654 or whatever it's called.
2654.
Um, Tropical
Driver.
Confessions. Martha's Vineyard's good. That's my number two. Um, I just tried that out a few weeks
The
ago.
newest version of not Midnight Manhattan, but the reformulation of Manhattan.
Is
But
that good?
oh yeah, it's better than the original version for sure. The Midnight Flanker is really good too. But if I had to pick one, it's that second formula of the original.
Yeah.
That's really good.
You know that fragrance knowledge, dude?
Yeah. What about Evan?
He
Oh,
made this?
Reverie.
Yeah, and it's not, it's so boring.
So I watched Khalid describe it the other day, and he described it as a sweet cup of coffee. And he's like, it's pretty linear, straightforward. It's just these couple notes. And then he went into, let me tell you why it's a great $170 cup of coffee.
Yeah,
Basically,
you
my
want to know what
takeaway.
it smells
It was
like?
like, it smells exactly like a cup of coffee.
It
Well,
smells
I
like
need a little more depth than just a cup of coffee. I like the smell of a cup of coffee, but
it smells like this, but if you made it coffee heavy.
that's not a bad thing then,
But
because I like Phantasm. That's fantastic.
it's just for me, it's
So it's similar to
so.
that.
Yeah, I just in that kind of realm, I prefer this.
That's fair.
I don't need it. I mean, it smells okay. It's just I prefer the Polo Red Extreme.
That's fair. I mean, that's iconic.
Yeah, it's really good. I have that and the Intense still.
Yeah, the Intense is really good too.
I use them sparingly, and I use the Intense only in December.
I got a decant that Questo Fresh sent me of the Extreme, and then I got a 75 ml of the Intense.
I hope I can at least get some samples of the new Z3.
That's a good and a bad thing, because if you get samples, you're going to want bottles, and if you can't swing it to get the bottles, you're going to drive yourself crazy. Just throwing it out there, because if you, let's say you really, really like one of them, and you're like, oh, I can't do it right now though, and then when they're gone, they're gone. You know.
So Ross will do better at kind of explaining this one, but this is Ibere by Jordan.
So the way they pronounce it is Ibere.
Ibere. So I was saying it wrong. Sorry.
Everybody has.
I was trying to get it right.
It's not that it's not easy to pronounce the way it is. Notice you got two different hyphenations on the E's. One's that slant this way, one's the flat line. The E's are different pronunciations, both of them.
It's Ibere, not
Ibere.
Ibere.
Yeah, it's Ibere.
Yeah, I said Ibere. So the notes are the Jungle Essence again is pink pepper, which means it's in its kind of purest form, as Ross said, I think.
Yeah, that's so what it is. It's a CO2 extraction process where they do not alter it chemically. It's in its natural state.
And then nutmeg, heart notes, dried fruit, ambrette seed, powdered sugar.
So it's actually sublimolide. It's derived from ambrette seed. It's it's a musk note, a fruity musk accord that's also an enhancer. It enhances fruit notes. For mine, it enhances the lime. For his, it enhances the dried fruits, and it's also enhances performance. That's why it's got the little TM for trademark. It's something they created.
That would be some cool stuff to know down here. Like to me, and in my opinion, like that would be some
That's
cool.
not a bad idea. He should do that because it's everybody's got questions like, what is this? Just like
Yeah.
the jungle essence thing. What the hell? I've explained that probably 30 times.
The powdered sugar, which I find so weird in a fragrance. Like I don't know how that will smell. I've never seen
It
powdered
works,
sugar in a
dude.
fragrance.
It works. Oh, it
It
works.
doesn't.
Yeah, man. So this Veyanol note right here, that's a woody vanilla accord. When mixed with the cedar wood and the amber wood, it creates this soft brown leather, non-animalic, non-rough, like almost like a suede-like accord that kind of wraps the vanillas because there's a variety of vanilla-like smells in here. It's one of the purest vanilla smells you're going to get. It's a dark vanilla, basically, with a little bit of spice and a little bit of fruit. Very, very sexy is the word. Everybody's been coming down to that's the best way to describe it is sexy. This is the date night fragrance. This is the cozy, cooler weather fragrance of the bunch.
Would you say this fragrance goes down the route more of a powdery or a balsamic style fragrance?
I would say it's a pretty good walk the line because it's not over the top powdery like an iris fragrance would be.
Yeah, because I kept seeing the tonka and the powdered sugar, and that's where I'm like,
It's
I
powdery,
wonder.
but it's just as creamy as it is powdery,
Oh, that's good.
you know.
You see
And then, like
that
I said, you have this leathery accord, and then that cedar wood does rear its head. You do get a strong woody balance as it dries down.
two of my favorite notes right there, and in my favorite style of vanilla right there. So I saw this in amberwoods and stuff. So I thought looking at this note breakdown, but I always said when it comes to Zed creators, when you read a note breakdown, it just does not tell the story. You have
No,
to
that's
try the
that you
fragrance.
got to walk the journey with your nose.
Yeah, I
You do.
mean, it's not like if you get a Sauvage or Coach Green and you see, hey, there's going to be apple in this or whatever. It's going to smell like that most of the time. But like whenever you
Oh,
get
the apple is amazing in Seamless Soul, though.
yeah, but that's what I'm
Dude,
saying.
that's one of the best. Any of you that like green apple in a fragrance, you can fucking love Seamless Soul. Oh my
Yeah,
god, it's one of the better green apple notes I've ever smelled.
but when you smell Coach Green, you don't say it. You just say, oh, okay, that's apple. But
Yeah,
like when you're talking about something like Seamless Soul, that's what I'm saying. You have to
the Coach Green, I
experience
get the
these
kiwi.
fragrances. Because a lot of people, especially that aren't like huge into the fragrance community, if they're going into these fragrances, this and the notes or the oils are coming from Mon and the naturals are coming from Mon, which is one of the higher end perfumeries.
Yeah,
They
they're
care,
one of the 5 top flavor houses in the world. They've got labs all over the world, located
and they
all over.
and yes, they carry the low end, the cheaper
Oh
ingredients.
yeah, you can get cheap synthetics, you can get high grade synthetics, you can get pure naturals. Like George only goes after the high grade synthetics and the naturals. He
Yeah,
wants top tier stuff. You know.
and that's where I was gonna figure it, finish
Yeah,
it
there's
out.
no cheap synthetics in any of these. There's synthetics. There's synthetics in all your favorite niche fragrances. It's just most of them use higher grade synthetics.
By the way, I wanted to ask you a question. And I because George doesn't answer whenever I ask him questions, he just gives me a thumbs up.
No, that's not. If you're doing the World as a Zaharoff account, there's more. George seldom runs that account. There's people that run that account.
Oh, is it? Is
Yeah.
that why they're not answering? So
Yes.
so
Yes.
they sent me this, um, which I already had, and he said that they changed it.
Yeah.
And what changed? I tried to ask
So
what
the birch
changed.
tar had to get removed.
Okay, so
So it
that's
got
what was changed.
reformulated. So it's still smoky, but this one's a little more wearable. It's not as over the top pungent in the
Yeah.
opening is the original. The original is like serious shit.
Oh, 100%.
You
I
know?
haven't tried this yet. I was trying to get that answer so that I could
Yeah,
do my
that's
video.
that's the reformulation. He had no choice. He had to reformulate it. Claude reformulated it for me.
Yeah, because whenever I was talking to him,
It's
he's
still
like,
smoky. It's just not that taric level of smoke.
yeah, did you see? He gave me that poster.
I did. Well, yeah, I knew you had told me you were getting it from him because you had wanted to put it in your backdrop.
Yeah, and I wanted to get one for day 3,
Mhm.
and I have one from Boss coming, so I'm putting it like that.
That's what's up.
But yeah, he's because I already have the original leather to back,
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, cherish it because the original's never coming back. It's a relic now
and I like
for
the
a
cap
moment in time.
for this one too. It's like almost like a matte feeling to it.
Yeah, it's Jordan's cap is the same.
Okay, and yours
That
is
matte black.
sandy.
No, so mine's not gritty. It looks like it's gritty, but it's
Oh,
not
okay.
because George explored the option of gritty, but a lot of it would have just came off over time because we did want to do that. Like we were really going
Kind of
all out
like
with this cap.
Kind of like
And
glitter.
it wasn't worth the hassle, so we just went with the look of the texture.
Gotcha.
Because it sure as hell looks like sand. Like I can put a close up if you want to. I mean, it's not the same as you holding it in hand, but it still gives you an idea of it.
Why is it not letting me freaking do that, Ross?
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful, man.
There it goes. It was because I had something else up.
That's fantastic.
It's showing on mine, but it's not showing on theirs.
No, I see it on mine.
Okay.
I see it on YouTube. I got YouTube pulled up too.
All right, good. It's showing on my computer, but on my phone, it's not showing. But yeah, I love
Yeah,
that
it's showing
cap.
on YouTube.
How's Justin's cap?
It's a glossy gold.
Glossy gold. Yeah, because I said Justin's makes sense because on the outside it's like it has the galaxy and it's all colorful, but then in the inside it's like, okay, that's Justin. Very
See that gloss? It's got a heavy
heavy
lacquered finish.
Yeah.
Super glossy.
Yeah, Justin has. It's like when you think of Justin, you think of that refined gentleman, and that's just what that bottle looks like.
So good. I'm telling you, I felt like green apple. Oof, spicy green apple in the opening. And it holds for a while. It becomes a dusty, earthy green fragrance where the moss and the fir balsam and everything kind of takes over in the dry down. Man, this is a more complex fragrance than the other two. Whereas you do get a lot of change with Sunkissed Island. I think this one changes a little bit more as it dries. And Ibere is pretty straightforward. It doesn't change a whole lot. I would say it's like 2 to 3 stages in that one. It's not a lot of layers because there's so many notes that kind of work with one another. Vanilla bean, tonka, the Viola, which is a woody vanilla note. Like there's a lot of vanillas, so they all kind of blend together.
I was trying to show, and every time I try to show the cap, the sandiness of it, it just the whole page goes wonky. Somebody said, "Oh, I got that Bahamas coming too." I don't know what that means. I'm guessing badass.
I think he meant to put Bahamas.
Oh, nice. Also, you seen the notes on the new Club de Nuit blend?
I saw Angel posted the bottle, but I didn't see the notes because Kuba's in Dubai for all that stuff. They're all at the Dubai Kiss Ass event.
I haven't bought a clone since 2 years ago.
That's like my videos that do the best. Like I've had some serious hits on some clone videos recently.
Yeah, and I agree. And I have nothing against clones. No one's really asked me to pick any up. And I said the only way I'm picking up clones.
Oh, they want me to buy all of them.
Yeah,
I get requests to buy them all.
I think they realize that I don't really care too much.
Oh no, the fragrance is called Odyssey Bahamas. Okay.
This was the one I was telling you about earlier, Ross.
Oh yeah, the Tillier de Source.
Yeah, it has the gold flakes in it.
Yeah, you gotta love the flakes. I got a Blanc Polychrome that's got the gold flakes that Jason Vircher sent to me.
Oh, you got an Atelier d'Or too?
Yeah, Jason sent it to me.
How's that one?
This one's a fresh citrus green woody.
What's the name of it?
It is Blanc Polychrome.
Okay.
It's a redundant profile. You smelled this a ton of times in other niche fragrances. That green petitgrain, citrus peel, a little zesty, really woody, musky. Some of them have neroli, some of them don't, but they're all kind of the same profile. I can't get enough of that shit. I got so many niche fragrances that smell like the same fragrance when it comes to this profile.
Do you remember?
They all have a little something different.
Van Cleef and Arpels Orchid Leather to you?
Yeah, that's amazing.
And that Nishane, what was it? Colognese?
Colognese? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about it?
Well, if there was one for you to pick up now that you live in a warmer climate, Atelier d'Or, and it's called Riviera Drive.
Well, they got 3 of them, right? The blue bottle ones that have Riviera in it. They got 3
Riviera
of them.
Lazuli, Riviera Drive, and Riviera something else. I can't remember the last.
Because I've looked at all 3 of them. It's funny that you bring that up.
I tried all 3, and Riviera Drive is by far the best, and it's like $100 on Choma Shop. I'm telling you, if there's one, it is. Newt showed it to me. He was like, "You got to try this," and I tried it. It is stunning. It's like last time I saw it was like 100.
Oh, they got 4 of them: Riviera Sunrise, Drive, Pomelo Riviera, and Riviera Lazuli.
Yeah, I thought there was more because I had the Pomelo one too. But Riviera Drive is the one.
And you don't like absinthe.
Yeah, it's great. It's
got
not
absinthe.
It's
a lot
more
of green.
fresh, clean.
Lemon, majorum, rosemary, cedar leaf, absinthe, patchouli, cedarwood, musk, cashmeran. That
It
doesn't
has
good.
more of a feeling of like a brighter, lightly more citrus aqua wood kind of.
They compare it to one that I would probably agree with and one that I think is ridiculous on Parfumo. They're saying Renaissance and ready for this, Cedrat Boisé.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I nothing about that says Cedrat Boisé.
No, I'm telling you, Riviera Drive is a horse of it. I don't know why. That's the third time I said that. I was going to a horse of a different color. It smells like 5 or 6 different fresh niche fragrances rolled into one, but you can't kind of pinpoint which ones they are.
Oh, that's good. So
Yeah.
familiar, but not like can't nail it down. So really,
Yeah,
it's
like
its own thing.
I would agree there's parts of Renaissance, but I also pick up parts of Mancera's Aqua Wood. I also pick like there was a couple ones, but there's if there was one fragrance that you should try that I
What's
wanted to
that?
recommend to you, it's either that or again Lune Feline.
I'm probably gonna like it because when it comes to fresh stuff, we're pretty much like
We're on par.
level
I
playing
know
field
for a
here.
fact you would like the Riviera Drive.
Yeah.
And this one, I mean, it's down the route of Baby Cat, so I know that you would like
Oh,
it.
that's the one you were telling me about earlier.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I got to get off.
Yeah, I'm going to be on live in 45 minutes. Justin's going to be live 9:30 my time, 7:30.
Oh, you're going live.
For interview. No, I'm not going live. I'm jumping on with Justin and Grace. They're opening Sunkiss Island and Ibere.
Hey, at least now I know next time if you ever want to jump on, I know what your email is and I can send it to you.
There you go. Easy enough.
But appreciate it. Anything else, Ross, before you jump off?
No, thanks for having me on for a random BS session. Basically, I really just wanted to point out that that's not what it's supposed to be on the website. That's a fuck up.
Yeah, it is
I
red
tried to have
seaweed
that fixed.
jungle essence, which is red seaweed in its purest form. Or
that's why I
form.
said you could play it live because it was a 6-second audio message I had sent him, guys. And I said that, oh, George just fucked up.
You should have known by now. I never have an easy system.
That's okay.
All right, Ross. I'll talk to you soon, dude.
It was good to see everybody. I hope you all have a great rest of your week. And Randy, thanks for having me, man.
Thanks a lot, Ross. Peace out, dude.
Later.
Well, that was nice. I like having Ross on here. It's been a while because he's been busy. I've been half dead. So it was nice having him on, especially when I was explaining his fragrance. Like he said, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. But I have those 3 fragrances on the way. I should have them by the end of the week, most likely. It all depends on how UPS goes. And then I'll do the review on that. I'm going to probably contact Michael over at Day 3 to see if the fragrance will be coming here this week so I can plan my review. Also, a company called Aramis sent me a fragrance, or sending me a fragrance. They have a brand new one coming out at Sephora that I'm trying out. And then... yeah, I haven't done any reviews, so there's nothing coming tomorrow, but there will be something the next day. I just don't know what it is. And then I got 2 fragrances from this house. I can't remember the name, but they are terrible. So if I post a video tomorrow, unless you want to watch a video about 2 fragrances that really aren't good, it's up to you because they're not good. And they sent them to me. They were like, hey, we do artistic fragrances that not everyone's gonna love because they're creative. And I was like, well, I mean, however you wanted to overly describe sucky fragrances, I'll just say they suck because they suck. They're not good. Anyway, but thank you, Ross, for coming on. And we had 56 people up to at one point in time. It was hopping in and out between 25 and 50. So this is a nice way to come back. Thanks for the donations from Jeff and from Ross. I appreciate both of you. And if you guys need anything else, again, we will be doing a giveaway at some point in time of the Blue Day Chanel exclusive. Again at 9:30 his time, so soon. The one isn't bad. It kind of smells like burnt rubber, but it has like this sweetness to it. It's like okay. The other one literally smells like lemon cleaner with like if you spilled lavender oil on it. That's just what it smells. It smells like somebody just doesn't know how to, and I feel bad for saying this, but like it just really, really bad. And I'm not saying that because they're artistic, and I'm sure some people will like them. It's like they tried too hard to make them artistic. So unfortunately, I actually almost want to reach out to them. Like, do you even want me to post this review that they suck? Because I feel really bad, but at the same time, I'm honest. And so if you want to know, they suck. So, but yeah, I'll have some videos coming out later this week. Maybe tomorrow if I have some time, but I have a lot of work to make up again from being sick. Thank you, Fragrance Induced Coma. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everybody who sent me the get well wishes, especially over the last couple weeks. People were seeing me on TikTok and saying like get well and stuff. So I'm like 85% now. I'm almost there. Lungs hurt, chest hurt, stomach hurts, but I'm no longer feeling like I'm dying. So that's a plus. So anyway, I appreciate everybody. I'll see you guys on the next one. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're on your way out or in, and I'll see you guys. Peace out.